Okay, so for today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you like a summer sweater or like a swimsuit cover-up. It's going to be a mesh kind of look. It's a great design for the summer. I'm going to be using this yarn, Summer Nights by Lion Brand. It's a super fine yarn, so you can see on the label here, it is a 1. It's recommended to use a 3.25 or 3.5, but I'm going to be using a 4mm hook. Okay, just so like the stitches are a little bit more fluffier, if that makes sense, and it just makes for a more luxurious look in my opinion. And we're going to be using approximately 437 yards. I've also done this design in crochet thread, and this is basically what this is, only a little bit softer. And the crochet thread works amazingly if you're going to use it as a swimsuit cover because it is cotton. Today I am drinking a peppermint coffee with frothed milk. That's my favorite. Alright, so go grab yourself a drink, put on some music, light a candle, and let's get started. Now, as you can see, I've already done the front part, or back. It's basically, they're both going to be the same, the front and back. So let me see if I can just get a little shot here. It's just a big triangle at this point, or triangle, it's a big rectangle. I'm not awake yet. Okay, so in order to achieve this super simple design, we are going to take the yarn and start off with a slip knot, as always. Okay. So, once you've started your slip knot, you're going to be chaining 111. Okay. So just don't make it too tight of stitches because you still need to work in there. Why is my camera not focusing? Okay. So see how they're kind of loose? They're not extremely tight. Make sure you can still work into them. And I will meet you back after you have 111 chains. Okay, so now that you chained out 111 stitches, you are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 chains down, and in that 5th one, you're going to work a double crochet. Like so. Then you're going to chain 1, skip a chain, and then double crochet in the next one. And in my opinion, it doesn't really matter where you work into these. Some people like to work into like that bottom loop. Some people like to work into the top 2. I just work into the top one. It all works. I mean, it's just your preference. So for this row, we're just going to do the same. We're just going to chain 1, skip a chain, and then work into the next one. Do 1 double crochet. Super simple. It gives you that netting mesh kind of look. We're going to chain 1, skip a chain, and double crochet into the next one. Can I just say it's super hard to crochet while looking at a phone? All right, so we're gonna do it one more time. Chain 1, skip a chain, double crochet in the next. Super simple. So you're just going to do that. Oh, I lost a stitch, oh well. You're just going to do that all the way across this 111 chains. I know it kind of seems daunting with how tiny it is, but in the end, the look is so beautiful. I also sized it to where it's oversized, so this will really work from extra small to a size large. If you are, larger than a large, you'll just add some more chains at the beginning here. But pretty much everything else is the same. Okay, so I just got done with the first row here. And Captain says hello. Okay, so for the second row, we're going to chain 4, flip our work, and then you're going to double crochet into the previous double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, double crochet, you're going to skip that chain there, and then double crochet in the double crochet from the previous round. Okay, so like that. My lighting has drastically changed because the sun decided to go away, but we're still gonna roll with it. And then, so that's so that's what this row is going to be like. You're just going to chain 1, skip the chain, and double crochet in the previous double crochet to create this netting type of stitch. So that's the pattern for this row. Chain 1, skip a chain, double crochet in the next double crochet. And I'll meet you back at the end of this row. And pretty much all the rows after this is really repetitive. It's just the same as the second row, but I'll go through a few rows with you just so you guys get the hang of it. This project is more time consuming than, testing your crochet skills. So this is really good beginner one. All right, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just want to show you this last stitch here because it's kind of hard and some of you guys might miss it and it will throw your whole piece off. So I just did my last, or second to last double crochet. I'm going to chain 1 and don't miss this over here, okay? You're going to skip 1 chain and then double crochet in the next one. That will completely even it out, okay? A lot of people accidentally skip this one by accident, and I know I used to when I first started crocheting, so don't forget that, okay? All right, so the next few rows are just like the one you just did. You're going to chain 4, flip your work, and double crochet into that double crochet from the previous. Okay, chain 1, skip that space there, and double crochet in the next stitch. You are going to repeat this until you have 50 rows, a total of 50, or until the length that you desire. I did 50 rows. So I'm just gonna crochet this off camera because, like I said, it's the same thing over and over again, and then I'll meet you guys back and show you how to join it all to make a one cohesive piece. So now I got the front and back portion done. It is 11 chains by 50 rows. I did 2 of them, but I left the second one still attached. I didn't tie off. Okay. So what we're going to do is just layer these like so. And then you'll sew up these shoulder areas, leave room for the arms, and sew up the sides. So you're going to slip stitch over 15 of these little holes. Then you're going to leave out the rest, make this an opening right here, and close up the other 15 on this side. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so you can either sew over, or you can slip stitch over. Make sure you get every little stitch, even those little chains. Make it line up really good. Take your time with this. And make sure you don't, if you're doing the chaining process, instead of sewing, make sure you don't chain too tightly, because then it like scrunches it up, and then there's like an obvious seam there. So chain it up pretty loosely. It will still hold, and it'll look a lot better. Okay, so you're just going to chain over 15 of these holes, if that makes sense. And I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just got done slip stitching 15 rows over. You're going to leave out 23 for the neckline, and then you're going to do the other 15 over here to match the same as the other side. Okay, so I just got done finishing the top, and this is how it should look. So these sides are together, and there's a neck hole. So that's how the top should be. And the neck will be kind of droopy. That's how we want it. Okay, so now you're going to turn it on the side here. So that's the neck. Here's the side. So you're going to take your tape measure, and from the top shoulder, you're going to measure approximately 13 inches. You can even do 11 if you want like a smaller hole, but I want mine to be kind of oversized looking and kind of not really droopy. That's not really the right word for it, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to sew together with a needle all the way down to create a seam. After I do that, I'm going to do the same exact thing to the opposite side. Captain says hello again. And then we'll be finished with our piece. We'll just have to sew in the ends and try it on. And add details, like if you want fringe or something like that.